What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're here on Rise of Kingdoms, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we haven't really done on the channel for Rise of Kingdoms. We're going to be getting into some more specifics about certain commanders and why they work so well together and why it's a great combo. And this combo is a pretty nasty free-to-play combo, and we'll talk about that. But before we do, today's video is being sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms. If you want to play this game for yourself, there'll be links down there in the description so you can play on your favorite device. So this combo is a great free-to-play combo. It's going to be Eulji Mundiak, which I know I'm not saying that completely right. That's okay. And Sun Tzu. These guys are absolutely disgusting for free-to-play players, and the reason being why it's so good for free-to-play players is because they're epics, they're purples, they're easier to get their hands on those sculptures, so you can max out those skills for each of these commanders. We're going to talk about the skill sets for each of these guys, talk about the talent tree. Now, my Eulji is going to be our lead commander because I have him up to level 50 because I love using him as a tank. He's a great tanking commander in general. You could pair him with Scipio, get that the army size boosted up from Scipio's skill rate there, the troop capacity bonus. That way you can have more troops in there, and it's a great tanking combo. But we're going to be talking about more of a nice, like, barbarian combo, or even a PvP combo where you can go out and do some splash damage, some AoE with some Sun Tzu in the back. So let's go ahead, get into it, and break it down. So Eulji's skills are really nice, really good for tanking. His first skill gives you a little bit of a nuke, meaning a little bit of a damage, 750 direct damage factor, meaning that's going to drop right on the target, and it's also going to decrease the defense of the target by 30% for 2 seconds. This is at max skill levels, obviously. He also has a nice defense bonus when he's serving as a garrison commander, which obviously isn't going to help us while we're out fighting. That's nice to have. But his Battle of Salsu, when you get expertise, this goes up to infantry attack and defense up by 15% from 10%. So it's really nice to get that expertise, to get that nice little boost on that skill. By getting expertise, you max out all the skills. So 15% infantry attack and defense, which is awesome. And then he has the strike back passive skill. He does a 10% chance to increase his own troops damage by 100% on the next turn, which, I mean, that's pretty awesome, a 10% chance on that. So he's just a really great infantry commander. We'll talk about his talents here in a second, but I like running Sun Tzu with him for some splash, and here's why. Sun Tzu, again, another epic commander. You can get those skills up pretty fast. Sun Tzu has a nice direct damage factor that does 5 targets in a fan-shaped area, and we'll see this in action a little bit later in the video. 800 direct damage in a fan-shaped area, hitting multiple targets. It's absolutely disgusting, and deals an additional 200 damage factor on the next turn, and it gives him 50 more rage, guys. So he's building rage to make that go off again, and this is boosted by the expertise up from 450 and 150, so you definitely want to get the expertise on that. It's just an absolutely nasty skill. We'll kind of see that in effect here shortly. Then we have a garrison combo, which obviously isn't going to help us out when we're fighting. Then he has increases troops damage reduction by 10%, and then increases infantry health by 10% as well. I mean, more health for the infantry units is always going to be good. And then this skill right here is absolutely disgusting. Increase skill damage by 20%. Skill damage by 20% at max level, which means that's going to make that Art of War go up even more, which is great. So I run him because he's lower level. I haven't really got to test him out front. I run him behind Eulji, so Eulji is going to be our first commander, which means his talents are going to be active. So I pretty much go, I have him level 50, pretty much go with the full infantry build. There's a lot of great stuff in here. Increasing defense when you get less than 50%, increase in attack, doing more to cavalry, more rage, more health, and just a whole bunch of great stuff that's going to help out these infantry units. When it's all infantry, it's attack, defense, and health by 2.5%, reduce speed by 20%, increases the speed. And then over here, what I'm working on is the little attack tree, where we're going to grant 6 additional rage. We're going to have troops led by this commander attack by 1.5 times the star commander level, which he is a 6-star commander, so that's going to be up by 9% right there. And then I'm working towards getting the effortless skill, which will give him 0.5% up to 10 seconds for a maximum of 10%, which will be really good as well. So I like running him like that. If you don't have him maxed out, you want to probably just work on the infantry tier, I would say. I feel like that's a really good way to go with him. And then, like I said, if you're just out and you're fighting and you need like a tanky commander, you don't have, you know, a big Richard or a big Chuck to go out there, which my Chuck is lacking. You can run Eulji up front and then run Scipio behind, because Scipio's skills go really well as well with Eulji. Damage taken reduced by 25%, counterattack damage by 25%, 15% to increase the troops' attack, and then he has a little bit of a healing factor in there. Damage bonus when attacking governor cities, and a troop capacity of 10%. But again, we're focused on Eulji and Sun Tzu today, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show off these guys in action on the expedition map. I found this expedition right here that I feel is pretty good to test these guys out. So Double C, we love you, we like using you a ton, bud, but this is all about the epics. So we're going to start off with Eulji up front. We'll get our Sun Tzu behind, make sure we have all of our infantry in there. And guys, we're just going to run these guys to test them out. There's 5 different marches of Double C's with Charles, Sun Tzu's with Jones, which gives a little healing, Double C with Frederick. There's some nasty combos in here, but we're going to go in, and we're just going to attack these 3 right here. We're going to hit 2 Double C's and a Sun Tzu. We're going to pull them off to the side. That way we can see how this is going to work out. And these guys have T5s, guys. T5s. That's right. This combo is going to tank T5s. It's crazy. I've tested it, and it's absolutely nuts. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. Alrighty, guys, just to confirm, this is our Eulji and our Sun Tzu with 165,000 long swordsmen. What I did was I did scout a village to get that 3% war frenzy bonus. I think that comes in here, but you see the war frenzy going on right there. But remember, we're going up against T5s here, guys. Almost 300,000 T5s the way we're going to be going in. So we need all the help we can get. But the first time I ran this, I didn't even scout, but I want to make sure that it runs well for this, because there are some wild cards like that 10% chance in there from Eulji. So there's a few wild cards in here. Now we want to try to engage 3 at a time. Sometimes when I do this, it only engages 2. We'll see. Okay, we get all 3. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We'll see how we do, because, I mean, anyone can go out and scout a village real quick before attacking. We'll see if that little 3% helps. So taking on almost 300,000. I think it's like 190-ish. T5s, though. T5s with our 165,000 T4s. Now, remember, the tech is going to be the big wild card on here. Your academy versus their academy, your alliance skills and all that kind of stuff. It'll make a huge difference in there. Also, the wild card of the 10% chances on some of those skills, if those trigger or not, is going to be a huge wild card in these battles. So you might not always get the same results, and sometimes it might run better than others. Just depends on all those random things. So you see here, we're taking on 3 of them. We're getting that splash damage, that AoE damage, hitting all 3 of them, because Sun Tzu's going to hit 5 targets at once, and it just works out really well. We're going to take out that first Double C, and then we're going to kind of line them back up and take out the second grouping. What we'll do is we'll just pull the Sun Tzu over. That way they're both in front, because we don't want them to kind of be out of the range of the AoE. And then what we're going to do, because this looks like it's going pretty well, what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight into all 5 of the targets at once and see how bad we get massacred. 500,000 T5s. There's no way that goes well. So you see, we're doing pretty well. It's actually a pretty close battle. And when I did this the first time, I was like, wow, is this actually going to work? So hopefully we get through here. But there's a small chance. I don't know. I feel like we'll be fine. It's all based on those skills. We got 2 minutes, which is plenty of time. But I'm a little bit worried here, guys. We're losing troops left and right. That Double C, he's doing some work on us. He's got a little bit of a healing factor. We need to splash him hard on that Sun Tzu. Oh, that Sun Tzu is doing some work down there. Oh, man. All right. We're getting them down. We are definitely getting them down. But we are also getting taken down as well. So I'm going to take this Double C out, and then we'll kind of retarget. All right, the Sun Tzu's taking quite a bit as well. All right, get him down, guys. Get him down. I think we're going to switch to the Sun Tzu here in a sec. Once we get that Double C down, maybe under 4,000, somewhere around there. Oh, this is rough. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and switch like this. That way the Sun Tzu is going to be the main target. Then we'll kind of hit the Double C behind. All right, that should work out pretty well. How many troops do we have left? All right, we got 26,000, so we're pretty good. We got a minute left. Ooh, I was worried, guys. I was worried there for a second we weren't going to get through, but I think we should be able to. Who is that Sun Tzu running with? Is he running with Joan? No, okay, no, he's running with Kunsnoki. I don't know if he's got any healing offhand. That's someone I'm working on getting leveled up and skilled up. So definitely a commander I'm not super familiar with behind him. I don't know if he has any healing factor, but we're going to get through here, guys. Oh, yeah, that's nice. And then we'll just go kamikaze in here. There's no way. We only have like 20,000 left. There's no way we're taking these guys out. But there you see, we took out the T5s. We did have that War Frenzy bonus, which, you know, it's a 3% bonus. But, you know, I wanted to be safe rather than sorry and have to, you know, redo this. But I don't know. The first time I tested it, it went through, so maybe we didn't really need that. But I tested other combos with the Sun Tzu. Like, I tried Scipio Sun Tzu, and it did quite a bit of damage, but it timed out and didn't take them out all the way. So time out there, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back in, and we're going to go kamikaze style, guys. We're going to go kamikaze in here, and maybe what we'll do, because this is going to be bad. There's no way this goes well. Maybe what we'll do is we'll run YSG as well in here, just to do some crazy damage. All right, we get 4 of them engaged. Oh, no. That's not going to be good. All right, so we're going to get 4 of them engaged, and I feel like we're going to get absolutely obliterated here, guys. Are we going to hit 4 of them? It looks like we're hitting them all. Maybe the bottom one's not getting hit as well. But still, that's some heavy hitters in there. There's some T5s in there, but they're holding their own. I mean, look at that. It's not like we're getting absolutely obliterated or destroyed. We're holding our own in there against those T5s. It's also 400,000 T5s, which is absolutely disgusting. So you can see we're probably not going to do too well, and that's kind of backed up by the numbers here. Oh, we are down quite a bit already. We're already down in like half our army almost. Not good, guys. Not good. Although that first double C is going down, I just don't. That bottom Sun Tzu is just not getting hit by the splash, which isn't going to be enough for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat and give ourselves some help on the next one. Alright, I'm going to try to regroup them and see if we can get them in there. Now that top double C is not going to be in. Oh, that's rough, guys. That is absolutely rough. We did alright, though. I mean, we got quite a bit of troops down. It's just not going to be enough to get through here. And like I said, we are lacking any kind of healing. There's no healing in here to help us get some of our slightly wounded back or anything like that. Whereas, you know, if you're running Richard or certain other commanders, you can get some of those slightly wounded back. We just don't have that. We're lacking it. But look at us. I mean, we're doing pretty well. I'm actually pretty impressed how this is doing against 4 of these marches. I wasn't expecting to get 2 of them out. I thought 4 would be too much. You know, 4 at one time would just be too much for our T4s against the T5s. But I think we're going to be able to get that second Sun Tzu, or I guess it'd be the first Sun Tzu march out, because the first one was a double C there. Yeah, he's definitely going to get knocked out. And then obviously we're not going to have enough to get through. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat and have a little bit of fun. I'm still working on, I need to work on my YSG quite a bit. But, you know, let's give them some help. Let's go. Who are we going to run with YSG? If we're going to run tanks, we'll run Richard and then we'll just run crossbowmen. I know that's a really weird combo, but why not? Let's go for it, guys. Let's see how much that helps us out. I don't know if it will, actually. Let's go ahead. Throw Eulji in here first. We'll throw them all right in there. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of have them kind of tag team from the other side here, which will be good. There we go. All right, so Richard's got a little bit of a healing factor in there, which should help out. Oh, we got all 5 engaged, guys. We got all 5 engaged. That's going to be dirty. I wasn't sure. YSG gets a boost for archers, but maybe we should have ran infantry, because Richard gets a boost to infantry, and also my Richard's built on infantry. I don't know, I wanted to mix it up a little bit, but look at that. That first double C is getting like melted in here. Let's see if we can retarget over here, because YSG has the same thing that Sun Tzu has, is that nice splash damage. Holy crap, some of these troops are just absolutely melting in here. I can't even see our Richard. Where's our Richard at? He's behind everything. He's still got 118,000 left. And just look at all that splash coming in. That's absolutely nuts. You'll love to see it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff, guys. That is absolutely great. Let's throw... I almost wonder if we can regroup them to kind of get... Alright, so we get our Eulji up top. I almost wonder if we just throw him down here. Just that way we get all the splash on all three of these, and then we'll take out the top one. That's pretty dirty as well. The YSG in there, man, my YSG is like 5-1, 5-1 or something like that. Not the skill boost isn't maxed out. The first skill is maxed out, but the skill boost skill is not maxed out. So he needs quite a bit of work. We'll see if we can get through here though. I think having Richard in there is going to be the big difference maker. I think we should have ran infantry with Richard, though. I feel like that was the move. It's going to be all right. We'll get through here. But you guys can see, hopefully this kind of drives the point home with Eulji and Sun Tzu of why they're so good together. Going out there, especially if you're doing stuff like Kill Event for Mighty's Governor, or just going out and doing some skirmishes, or even in the Ark of Osiris, you know, when you're out there skirmishing with a bunch of different groups. This will be a nice little combo to have on your side. Look at this. That's disgusting. Oops. We're going to take out all 5 of those T5 marches with just 2 of our own marches. I like it, guys. I like it quite a bit. Splash damage is OP, AoE, whatever you want to call it. I love calling it splash damage. Just don't mind me. That's how I refer to it. You guys know what I mean. Just OP, does a lot of work. And look at that. Eulji actually has quite a bit left. Almost 60,000 left. Richard's got that little bit of a healing factor in there, which is really, really nice. Richard's got some dirty skills, guys. Some absolutely dirty skills. But there we go. We'll get through here. That double C's only going to take a couple more shots. He's at, what, 6,000 troops right there. I thought he was a little bit lower. Oh, look at that big nuke coming in, and he's down. Okay, we didn't get the 60% loss, though, but a little bit of fun there, guys. A little bit of fun with the army, but hopefully that helps you out, giving you some good decisions with, you know, ARC coming up in a few days. When does ARC come up? Registration starts in probably about by the time this video comes out. Registration will be starting. So hopefully you guys have some fun watching this video, learned a little bit, and maybe test some of your own combinations out. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.